Afternoon, Brother 30, and good afternoon, classmates. This is my presentation in ETech about the history of telephone and cell phone. Telephone. Telephone is a telecommunication device that permits two or more users to conduct conversation when they are too far apart to be easily heard directly. A telephone converts sound typically and most efficiently the human voice into electronic signals that are transmitted by cables and other communication channels to another telephone, which is reproduce the sounds of the receiving user. The term of is derived from Greek telephar and phone voice, together meaning distant voice. A common short form of the term is phone, which came into use early in the telephone history. Invention of the telephone. Credit for the invention of electronic telephone is frequently disputed, and new controversies over issues have arisen from time to time. Antonio Fiocchi, Alexander Graham Bell, and Eliza Gray, among others. The new controversies over issues have arisen from time to time. Eliza Gray, amongst others, have all been credited with telephone's invention. The early history of telephone became and still remains confusing morass of counterclaims, which is not verified by a huge number of lawsuits filed in order to resolve the patient claims of the many individuals and commercial competitors. The Bell and Edison patients, however, were commercially decisive because they dominate telephone technology and were upheld by court decision in the United States. The modern telephone is the result of the works of many people. First telephone call. The first telephone call happened in March 10, 1876 between Bell's Boston laboratory. The first word ever spoken is, "Mr. Watson, come here and I want to see you." Evolution of telephone. Top box 1879. This 1879 top box wall set was made with mahogany wood and White Duck Manufacturing Co. hardware. Gower Bell telephone 1880. The Gower Bell telephone was first type of phone was used in countries like Spain, Japan, and England. Western Electronic Folding Cabinet 1892. The Western Electronic Folding Cabinet was used in hotel, telephone booths, and private homes. Strogert 10-digit automatic wall telephone 1899. The Strogert Automatic Telephone Exchange Company to company's 10-digit automatically wall telephone was the first to use an automatic rotary motion dialer. Wood cradle desk telephone 1885. Not unique. Much is known about the manufacturing of this unique wooden cradle desk telephone dated around 1885. Stormberg Carson tapered shaft disc 1900s. Made by the Stormberg Carson Telephone Manufacturing Co. This type of upright disc set were nicknamed oil can by antique telephone collectors with its unique shape. Kellogg Corner Vanity 1902. This corner vanity elegant frame made by American Hardwood Telephone Cabinet Manufacturing Co. The telephone hardware was made by Kellogg Hardware. Chicago Upright Desk Set 1905. This upright desk set made by Chicago Telephone Supply Company is often potbelly because of curvy shape. S.H. Couch Incorporated Co. Interphone 1910. This H.H. Couch Company desk set is typically used by inter-office communications. Magnavox anti-noise desk set 1920s. The Magnavox anti-noise set desk is an early example of noise cancellation technology. The phone began to gain popularity in the military in 1920s. Frankfurt Bauhaus telephone 1925. The Frankfurt Bauhaus telephone was made by the Flood and Co. in Frankfurt, Germany. Hungarian Telephone Factory 1937. This rotary phone was made by Hungarian Telephone Factory in Budapest, Hungary. Now, rotary phone 1940s and 1950s. German VE Top 615, a common phone in 1960s to 1980s. Princess phone 1970s and 80s. These Princess phone were popular from the 1970s to the 90s. Mobile phone. A mobile phone, cellular phone or cell phone, hand phone, or pocket phone, sometimes shortened to simply mobile cell or just phone, is a portable telephone that can make and receive calls over the radio frequency link while the user is moving with telephone service area. The radio frequency link establishes as connection to switches the system or of a mobile phone operator, which provide access to the public switches telephone network (PSTN). Handheld mobile radio telephone service was envisioned in the early stage of radio engineering in 1970. Finnish inventor Erik Dagerstedt filled a patent for a pocket-sized folding telephone which is very thin carbon microphone. Early predecessor of cellular phone, including analog radio communication from ships and trains. The race to create a truly portable telephone device began after World War II, with developments taking place in many countries. The advances in mobile telephone have been traced successfully generations, starting with the early zero generation service such as Bell System mobile telephone service and its successor, the improved mobile telephone service. Types of mobile phone. Smartphones have a number of distinguished features. The International Telecommunication Union measured those with internet connection, which is called active mobile broadband subscriptions, which is include tablets, etc. In the developed world, smartphones have now overtaken the usage of early mobile systems. However, in the developing world, they account for around 50% of mobile telephony. Featured phone is a term typically used by autonomy to describe the mobile phone which are limited in capabilities, a contrast to a modern smartphone. Featured phones typically provide voice calling and text message functionally in addition to basic multimedia and internet capabilities. And other service offered by user wireless service provider, a featured phone as additional function over above basic mobile phone. It is only capable of voice calling and text messaging. Featured phones and basic mobile phones I tend to use variety of custom designed software and user interface. By contrast, smartphones generally used by mobile operating systems that often share common traits across their device. That's all. Thank you.